Now we're going to make one of the Halloween mask bags that you can either put a candle in, or well, a battery operated one, or fill it with sweets, etc. You've got a choice whether you want to cut these sections out or use them to kind of draw in afterwards if you want to use it as a bag type. But I'm going to make this as if you're going to put a battery operated candle in. As you can see here, what I've done, I've got some orange paper on the back. I'm just doing this in paper, but you can do it in card as well. And before I cut it out, where the dotted lines are, just score. That will help you bend it once you've cut it out. I'm going to cut all the eyes out and that, and I'm just using a scalpel. You could use small scissors if you wanted to. But all you've got to do is just cut through the paper. And before I cut this line, it's easier to cut any rounded areas first. And I'm just taking my scalpel and gently moving the paper around as I go. And down here. And down here too. It's obviously using a scalpel, just be careful. That should just lift out now. Then you've got the first, just carry on doing that, cutting all the eyes and mouths and noses out. Now as you can see, I've cut out the centre sections here of the faces, and now all you've got to do is cut around the whole of the template. Now before I do that, you see this looks a little bit fiddly here, but there's an easy way of doing that. If you cut just along the top here, not right up to where the ragged line is, just put that to one side, and then what I do is cut one way and then the other. So cut, 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 cut all the way along, just one way, like so. Go right the way to the end, but instead of keep going like that, that, and then you get it in the angle that you're happy with, and then you just cut down here, and then you're cutting it out all one way, and it's taking much quicker to do. Now I've cut the top out, the ragged edge. Obviously you can cut it any way you want, and then all you've got to do is go around the template and cut the whole shape out. So there's the bag cut out now, so just take away the template and you're left with the actual paper that you've done. Now you can see all the lines here. All you've got to do is put the folds in, ready for sticking. The first thing I'm going to do is just add a little bit of glue along the edge here to close the bag up like that, and that just sticks there. You can kind of bend it, make sure, just press it down, that sticks fine like that, like so. And then you've got this little flap here, you just apply a little bit of glue on each of these little tabs. And fold those into there, and as you're folding them in, have your finger on the inside and just press against the inside, open them up. Difficult to show you. And there's your box. If you want a little bit of extra help sticking those down, you can just put your ruler in there and press against the tab so it's there secure. Now you can see there, that's the bag finished. You've got options here now. You can just leave it like that, put a little battery operated candle in there and it'll flicker away and look really nice. You could use it as a bag. You could even put acetate, or you could put parchment on the inside, just a rectangle, stick it in so you get more of a ghostly look. If you want to use it as a bag, maybe you just fill in those with a black marker so it looks black, and then what I tend to do is just press down here at the edges. You can fold the bag in there, that just crease about halfway down, and same on that side, just crease in the middle there, and you've got more of a bag shape like that. So you could even, if you wanted to, fill it full of sweets or something. You can even use it with the holes in, depends on how big the sweeties are inside, You could either staple that together, or you could just put a little hole in the middle and tie a ribbon. So once you've got that basic shape, there's lots and lots of things that you can do with it. Now I've printed out this Halloween bag here. I've done it onto an A3. If you've got an A3 printer, obviously you can do that, but they come in various sizes, so you decide which size you want. Now I printed this on paper because I just wanted it to be a bag. Where you've got the dotted lines, you just crease through there, and the best way of doing it I find is a little, well, a ruler, an embossing tool. So before you cut it out, just crease all the way through there, so when you come to do the fold, it will fold easily. So I've cut the ragged top out here. Now all you've got to do is cut round the rest of the template. So now that's cut out, and I've got the creased areas here, so I can just fold those ready for gluing. Now this is cut out and folded, all I've got to do is stick it together. I've got the folded section here, I just have to add a little bit of glue here. And then that will stick to the inside of this here. Come on. So that goes there, so there's the basic bag, and then I just want to stick these little flaps here, glue them up ready, and they will stick down on the inside. Put your hand inside the bag, help you guide that flap in so it sticks down perfect. And then you're also pushing the sides in too, and also on this side. Just let that dry a bit, and then you've got your bag perfect. Now, as I said, you can put a candle in that if you want, but a battery operated one. If you want to use it as a bag, you can, and if you want to fold that in there at the top, just fold it in and just press down, and you're kind of creasing just about the top third of it there. So then if you want, you can seal the bag by stapling it, or a couple of holes or one hole, a little bit of ribbon around it, then you've got a nice bag. And then when you've used the bag, say you fill it with sweets and then open it up, as I said, you could put a battery operated candle in there and it would light up lovely.